So it's official. The Falcons pretty much mathematically out of playoff hopes. And it looked like Michael Penix Jr. might be done for the rest of the season, but haven't heard anything about the firing of Raheem Morris or Zach Robinson. But that's not what this video is all about. We'll talk about it on another day. It's about the Carolina Panthers in this Humble Pie video. So what's up, everybody? Jamerus 58 Gilliam here, coming at you with a Humble Pie video, saying in congratulations to the Carolina Panthers, to the players, the coaches, and the fans for your sweep over my Atlanta Falcons for the first time since 2013. Since the 2013 season, the last time you have swept my Atlanta Falcons. It is a tough pill to swallow. But now that the Panthers are sitting at, what, 6-5, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take another look. Yeah, the Panthers are now sitting at 6-5, which also forces the Falcons' record to be 3-7. Yikes. So it is frustrating, but the purpose of these Humble Pie videos is to give flowers to the winning squad over my Atlanta Falcons. YouTubers of fan of the Atlanta Falcons opponents and mainstream sports media hardly ever give credit to the Atlanta Falcons when they get dubs. They usually make excuses for the losing squad about injuries, starting quarterback was sick, blah, 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 blah. You're not going to get it here on this channel. Not from me. You get fans, YouTubers of fans of that squad doing all that hoop and hollering and cussing. This coach need to be fired. This player need to be cut. No, 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 no. In this Humble Pie video, the winning squad gets their flowers. So let's get to it. Defense. I am a huge defensive guy. I'm a big fan of the defensive side of the ball. Always have, always will be. Shout out to the Panthers. Not allowing a single passing touchdown. Drake London, normally Drake London will find his way into the end zone, but that's not the case. That is not the case. I'm giving credit. It's more credit to the Panthers defense than it is lack of execution or bad design play calls. What everybody else would say if the Falcons was reign victorious, they'll say, well, the Falcons are no. The defensive side of the ball of the Carolina Panthers showed up today. Although they did not record a single sack, they did rough up Michael Penix Jr. to the point where he's done for the rest of the season. Now, that's just tough. That's just tough on us. But I believe he'll rise again. So shout out to Corey Thornton for his forced fumble. He was part of the kickoff unit. And he forced a fumble. That, as a matter of fact, I believe that was the game-only turnover for us to, hold on, let me see. Yeah, that was the game's only turnovers. There was no interceptions. There was no offensive miscues or nothing that caused a fumble loss from neither squad. It was a ball secure game for the most part until Corey Thornton forced a fumble. Now let's get to the Panthers offense. The Falcons defense did an excellent job against the run. We've been struggling for the most part of the season against the run. There has not, I repeat, has not been a single, in this game against the Panthers, nobody went over 100 yards rushing, no rushing touchdowns. Rico Dowdle, he picked up the most of the carries throughout the entire game. 19 rushes for 45 yards. So that's not really the Chuba Hubbard only had 4 rush attempts. And Trevor Etienne only had 1. And Bryce Young was running for his life for the most part. Bryce, and speaking of Bryce Young, let him be the MVP of the game because he got smothered. He was sacked 5 times. Let that sink in. He was sacked 5 times, especially one of those sacks where Billy Bowman Jr. came at him untouched, shot through the gap, unblocked, untouched, full speed, full collision on Bryce Young, winded him. It was so bad, it looked like Andy Dalton had his helmet on for a moment. Then Bryce Young said, no, I'm straight. I'm going back in there. And he finished the game and put up an excellent performance. Put up 448 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. I'm going to say it again, 448 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. This is, hey, the only positive I could say about it is that the Falcons defense will make you earn those. Those yards are not going to come easy. So, once again, I'm not making it about the Atlanta Falcons losing. I'm just going to make it about like I just did. I'm making it about the Carolina Panthers winning. And they did their thing. They got their record above 500. They're second in the NFC South. Their playoff hopes are still alive and well. Truly it is. As far as the rest of the NFC South, the Buccaneers still looking favorable to win the division title again. The Saints, they're tanking. The Falcons, we're just going to have to just hang it up. So, that's all I got to say about that. That is a tough pill to swallow as a diehard Falcons fan, and just to see us get swept for the first time in a long time by the Carolina Panthers. Hey, it is what it is. That's ball. That's ball. If you know it well, you would come up with. If you know it well enough, you would execute, you would coach it, you would put your best foot forward out on the field to prevent this, but you didn't. The Carolina Panthers, they get their flowers. Hey, I tip my hat off to you. 58 out.